Sri Sachidananda Sadguru Sainath Maharaj Ki Jai. Sai Baba the Master, the Guru is all the gods. The spiritual perfection of a Sadguru consists in realizing his essential identity with the one spirit of all existence, which is God. All the gods of the Hindu pantheon are its different aspects. Thus, the perfect master is one who can demonstrate that he is all the gods as Sai Baba did. Lord Vitthal. The father of Bhagavant Rao worshipped Vitthal regularly with great devotion, but after his death, his son Bhagavant Rao neglected the worship and the annual pilgrimages to Pandharpur. When Bhagavant Rao came to Shirdi, Sai Baba said to other devotees, pointing at him, "His father was my friend, so I drew him here. This fellow never offered Naivedya, that is, offering of food to the Lord, and so he starved Vittal and me. I have drawn him to this place so that I could remonstrate him and set him to carry on the worship regularly." Bhagavantrao marveled at Baba's words and his faith was revived. Raghuveer Purandare too had such an experience. About the year 1913, his mother was asking him repeatedly to take her to Pandharpur even when they were at Shirdi. Even before Purandare broached the subject of going to Pandharpur with him, Sai Baba himself mentioned it by asking her when she proposed to start for Pandhari. The same day, Purandare and his mother got darshan of Baba as Vittal and Rukmabai in the masjid itself. They were naturally highly pleased with the experience and did not wish to go to Pandhari any longer. Afterwards, Baba often asked Purandare's mother in a jocular manner when she was proposed to go to Pandharpur, and she always replied that her chosen deity was at Shirdi, and so Shirdi was her Pandharpur. Lord Sri Rama. A Mamaltadar who was a devotee of Sai Baba invited his friend, a doctor, to accompany him to Shirdi. The doctor was a devotee of Sri Rama and was unwilling to see Sai Baba, who he thought was a Muslim. He was afraid that he might be obliged to go to Sai if he went to Shirdi. Then Mamaltadar then assured him that no one would force him to go to Baba, so he came to Shirdi. When they arrived at the mass, suddenly the doctor rushed to Baba and fell at his feet. The Mamaltar was surprised and later asked him why he gave up his earlier resolve. The doctor replied, "Sai Baba is not a Muslim. He is a perfect yogi, an avatar of Lord Rama." 3 days later, Baba graced him with the experience of supreme bliss which lasted for a fortnight. In 1916, a Madrasi bhajan mela of Kabir Panth, consisting of a man, his wife, his sister-in-law and daughter, started on a pilgrimage to Benares. On the way, they heard of Baba's greatness and his generosity in rewarding devotional singers, and so they visited Shirdi. They sang several songs melodiously at Dwarka Mai, but except for the man's wife, who was very devoted to her chosen deity, Sri Rama. All of them were singing with their hearts set on Baba's gift for money. Baba was pleased by the woman's devotion and at the noon arti graced her with the darshan of Lord Sri Rama in his own person. She was lost in the surge of spiritual bliss. Her eyes overflowed with tears of ecstasy as she clapped her hands in utter joy. While everyone saw Sai Baba in the mosque, she saw Sri Rama himself in his place. Lord Dattatreya. To the devotees of Lord Dattatreya, Sai Baba was Datta. Once two visitors came from Goa for Baba's darshan. Baba asked one of them for 15 rupees as dakshina and the man gave it. The other man volunteered to offer 35 rupees but Baba did not accept it. Later Shama made bold to ask him why he made such distinction between two visitors. Baba said, "Shama, you do not know anything. I do not take anything from anyone. Masjid Mai, that is Mother Masjid, calls for her debt and the debtor pays it and becomes free. Have any home, property, or family to take care for that I should need money? I require nothing." At first, the man was poor and could not secure any job. He then took a vow that if he got a job, he would offer his first month's pay to Lord Datta. He soon got a job and his first month's pay was 15 rupees. Later he promoted and his pay rose up to 790 rupees per month. But in his prosperity he cleanly forgot about his oath. Debt, enmity and murder have got to be atoned for. The force of his karma has driven him here and I asked the amount from him as dakshina. The visitor in question confirmed that Baba's words were nothing but the truth. By revealing his knowledge of his woe and the circumstances in which it was made and also demanding it, Baba showed that he was Lord Dattatreya. Balwant Kojokar was at Shirdi in 1911 and on the occasion of Holy Datta Jayanti, that is the day of Lord Dattatreya's first manifestation as the son of Sage Atri and his wife Anasuya. Kojokar's son writes about the incident that took place on that day. At about 5 p.m. or so, Baba was seated at the mosque with devotees around him. Suddenly he said, I am having the pangs of labor. I cannot bear it. I am about to be delivered. Evidently, he was identifying himself with Anasuya of Yor, mother of Lord Dattatreya, who at that time of the day had had pains of labor ages ago, and so he too was undergoing sympathetic pain. At the time of the sunset, he drew out all the people from the mosque, and again, after a while, he called in all the people to come to him. There he was in glee. This, according to Puranas, was the time of Datta's birth. People went in, and among them was my father. What he saw on Baba's seat and in the place of Baba was a small child charming three-faced figure of Datta as an infant. That vision lasted for a moment. Kojokar realized that Sai Baba was Datta. Another devotee's experience occurred long after Baba's Mahasamadhi in 1918. Vinayak Daji Bhave, a clerk in railway department, was anxious to find a guru, so he undertook a devout daily reading of the Guru Gita, which is said to be efficacious in such matters. After a month, he visited a temple of Datta on a Thursday. But to his wonder, there he saw a samadhi, that is, tomb of a saint, in the place of the usual idol of Datta. Next morning, he happened to see for the first time late Sri Dabolkar's Hemad Pant book on Sai Baba, in which he saw a picture of Sai Baba's samadhi. At once, he recognized it to be the one he saw at Datta temple earlier and inferred that Sai Baba was his guru. For a time, he took Baba's Udi and read books on Baba. After some time, the doubt cropped up in his mind that a tomb cannot be a substitute to a living guru who could communicate with him. So again, he did Parayana of Guru Gita for a week. Then the great saint Narayan Maharaj of Khergaon Bet appeared in his dream. Inferring that Narayana Maharaj was his guru, he went to Khergaon Bet. There Sri Narayan Maharaj appeared in his dream and said, Sai Baba and I are not different from each other. Why do you not go there? Thus confirmed, Daji Bhave accepted Sai Baba as his guru. Later, a sadhu read his palm and said, Sai Baba is your guru. The appearance of Sai Baba's samadhi in the place of Lord Datta's idol in the Datta temple, its confirmation by Narayana Maharaj, established Baba's identity with Lord Dattatreya beyond any doubt. About 1900, one Bala Sahib Binnewala, a close relation of Nana Sahib Chandorkar, went to see Sai Baba, but only to oblige Nana Sahib. He was a worshipper of Lord Datta. When he went and saw Sai Baba, the latter appeared to him as having the three heads of Lord Datta. Bala Sahib was at once convinced that Sai Baba was Datta. Maruti Somnath Deshpande, the son of Nana Sahib Nimonkar, had the fortune of serving Baba for 4 days when his father had to remain at Ahmednagar to attend the court. Within the short period, Somnath had a blessed vision. Baba was seated in his usual place and Shama was sitting on the steps of the mosque. Suddenly, Baba appeared to Somnath in the form of Maruti. There was no longer Sri Baba's usual figure, there was the Maruti body, only I did not see if he had a tail. Seeing that form, I at once said to Madhav Rao, that is Shama, take his darshan. See, he is Maruti. So writes Somnath. Lord Satyanarayana, M.V. Sahasrabuddhe of Satara, learnt of Baba only after the latter's Mahasamadhi in about 1931 and had several divine experiences. The crowning experience was, in his own words, as follows. When I was at Paltan, I had a vision one night of a Satyanarayana image, that is, an idol and a pandal put up above it and worshipped in Shirdi Samadhi front hall. In Shirdi Samadhi front hall, the offerings made to the image were passing straight into the tomb to Sai Baba seated within the tomb. The tomb was transparent. To verify the truth of this, I wrote at once to Shirdi to see if Satyanarayana Puja was conducted at the time and place mentioned above. I got a reply in the affirmative. Baba has thus shown me that he is Satyanarayana and that puja to Satyanarayana is puja to Sai Baba. Ganapati, a housewife was suffering from severe and chronic headache. All medical aid proved futile. At last, she resorted to Baba. As soon as she bowed to him, sat in his presence, her ailment vanished quite mysteriously. When she told Sai Baba about it, he said, Mother, you have been feeding me sumptuously. I have been watching you since you were a girl. The lady was surprised and said, Baba, I am blessed with your darshan just now. How could I have fed you sumptuously? Sai smiled benignly, most benignly, and said, Whom do you worship at your home? She said that she has been a devotee of Lord Ganapati and she worships him every day. At your mother's place? Baba asked. There too, I used to offer flowers, fruits, and sweetmeats to the same deity. She replied. Sai said, All those offerings of yours have reached me. That's how I have known you since your younger days. Mythologically, Ganapati is a deity who is fond of sumptuous food, and Baba had identified himself with him. This miracle demonstrated that hearty offerings and worship rendered even to an inanimate idol in a true spirit of devotion and faith are sure to reach the spirit which prevails all saints, animals, and even idols. It is the spirit behind the worship that is of prime importance. Hence, Baba did not condemn idol worship. It is valid form of spiritual practice for those who are by nature made for it. Lord Narasimhaswamy, Sadasiva Joshi of Sholapur accompanied his friend Gadgil to Shirdi. There he used to attend the daily aarti to Baba's picture in Satheswada. On 3 days in succession, Sadashiv had darshan of Lord Narasimha in Sai's picture. Later, when he took leave of Baba to return home, the latter gave him udi and sweetmeat as prasada to be taken home. Sadasiv found that the prasad was too small in quantity to be distributed to all the members of his family. Baba then gave him 8 annas, that is 50 paise, and told him to purchase more sweetmeats from any shop at Shirdi, and that it was indeed his prasad. This experience of Sadashiv demonstrates that Sai Baba is not different from Lord Narasimha Swami. Besides, it shows that by the blessed presence of the God man, the whole of the village got so sanctified that the sweetmeat purchased from any shop there is equivalent to prasad given by him. Baba offering the needed money is a tactic way of acknowledging that the mystic vision which Sadashiv had was specifically granted by him. Lord Khandhoba. Once Sri Martand, the son of Mahalsapati, was seated in the threshold of Khandoba's temple. Baba came there and Martand reverentially stood up, but quite astonishingly, even before his very eyes, Baba appeared smiling and walked towards the idol of Khandoba and merged in it. In amazement, Martand peeped behind the idol, but there was none there. While he looked on in panic, Baba again walked out of the idol and left the temple smiling at him. Henceforth, Marthan took it that Baba wanted him to worship the idol as Baba's form, and so he did till the last. Jai Sai Master.